My name's Sequoia and I do things on the internet. Today I'm going to be reviewing the Chaya Kismet Barbiepatin skates. So these are the skates. You see they have Barbiepatin written and this white ink on the skates. These are the pink version. There are also the Chaya Kismet Barbie Lou skates. Those are the blue version of the skates. Yeah, I'm gonna jump right into it. First, I want to start by saying that my review for these skates are only in comparison to two other pairs of skates that I've ever owned. I owned a pair of Candy Girl skates, $99 skates, very beginner intro level skates for maybe 3 or 4 months. And then I skated a pair of Moxie skates, Moxie Lollies, for on and off for about 3 years. So yeah, I purchased my Barbiepatin skates in July of this year, and I have been skating them on and off since then, so about 4 months. Did I do the math right? July, August, September, October, November. Okay, like 5-ish months, but again, on and off, so probably a total of maybe 1.5 months, but again, doesn't really matter that much. I didn't want to just do a review as soon as I got them because I actually wanted to skate them and give an honest review of how good I thought the product was, especially because when I was buying the skates, I didn't really see a lot of people talking about the skates once they bought them. So yeah. So first, I'm gonna start with some of the stats about the skate. Again, the skates are called Chaya Kismet Barbiepatin skates. Chaya is the skate brand, and Barbiepatin is a woman that is a phenomenal skater, and she works with the brand to basically come up with the concept for the skates. They released the Barbie Lou first. Again, that is the blue version of the skate. And then the pink version is a more recent version. So I went online and I found some of the stats for it. So I'll be reading off of my notepad for that. So the stats for the skates are the wheels. So the wheels are 38 millimeters in width. So in this width, it's 38 millimeters. The diameter across the wheels in this direction is 59 millimeters. The hardness is 92A, which is, I would say, sort of a hybrid wheel. Not too hard for skating outdoors, but it's definitely not as soft as a true like outdoor wheel that's like a 78A in durometer. And they are Octo wheels, like the brand of the wheels that they come with. So they come, my skates are kind of dirty because I've been skating with them already, but they come with this design on them, kind of cool. The bearings are Wicked bearings and they are ABEX 7. Quite honestly, I don't know that much about bearings, so I cannot really be the judge to say why ABEX 7 bearings are good bearings. I know that they are good bearings compared to my other Moxie skates, which I think might be an ABEX 5, but I have to check. They do roll a lot smoother and a lot faster, more efficiently, but I'm not sure if that has to do with the hardness of the wheels. So again, just for the stats, sake, it's an ABEX 7. The plate on the skate, which you really cannot see so much of when you just look at the skate, but the plate is a fiberglass and plastic mix, probably a nylon and fiberglass, but on the Chaya website, they only list fiberglass and plastic, but it's reinforced with fiberglass, which makes it kind of lighter, but also stronger. Has a power toe stop system, which is instead of having a bolt-in toe stop where you have to screw the bolt in yourself and tighten it with like a washer around the stem of the toe stop. Instead, it has a toe stop where there is this area where you would put in like an Allen wrench and then tighten it there, and it's essentially clamped onto the toe stop. And these are supposed to be more secure than if you have a bolt-in toe stop. I do have skates that have a bolt-in toe stop for reference. So these are my Moxie skates, and these have a bolt-in toe stop where essentially you would have to screw it into the plate and then tighten the nut around the end of the stem in the skate. The trucks are Chaya standard trucks. I don't know so much about the trucks. They do seem a bit narrow, but I think that's just the way that they produce them for this particular skate. Not saying like this particular skate, but for their park skates, I think how narrow the truck is across the width of your foot, I think is fairly standard. I'm not quite sure what it's made out of. It looks like it's black, like it would be the same material as the plate, but I believe it's actually metal. The truck angle is 20 degrees. I don't actually think they tell you what the angle of the kingpin is, if that's different than the truck angle, but yeah. The boot, the upper of the boot is denim and leather. Most of the like hard sole that connects to the plate is also fiberglass and plastic. And the stiffness of the upper of the boot is about a medium stiffness. So it's not too loose and thin. It's also not so hard that when you go to squeeze it, it doesn't move at all. It's fairly movable, but it's still fairly stiff. And it is not heat moldable. I just wanted to like put that out there as well, because I do know that the Chaya Karma skates are marketed, and a lot of the Chaya skates that are derby skates are marketed as being heat moldable, that you can put it in an oven and then put it on your feet or whatever. Do not do that with these skates. They are not heat moldable. And then finally for the toe stop, the toe stop again is a clamp toe stop that it clamps in. It is not like a bolt-on toe stop. It's instead something you would have to tighten. It's supposed to be more secure. You're less at risk of the toe stop becoming loose over time and just falling out of your skate, which have happened to me several times in my Moxies. So I do like that about them. They're short stem toe stops as well, so if you do go to buy a replacement and you want it to fit exactly the same as the original skate, it is a short stem toe stop. And the actual name of the toe stop that is included with the skate, these came standard with the skate, are called the Chaya controllers. So this is the skate. When you get the skates in the mail, they come in a box like this. It looks like this. Says it's time and Chaya on there. The box opens and your skates will be inside. They came in these like mesh bags. I kept them because I just didn't get rid of the box, but I don't really know anybody that uses these. I suppose you could keep using them if you were going to put them in a bag and transport them somewhere, but each skate came in one of the mesh bags individually. So yeah, there's 2 of these in there that come with your skates, and you get this manual, which it only has a few pages, like in each language that it comes in, and it just tells you how to put the plate together, even though the skates come put together when you receive the skates. Some basic maintenance information for your skates, some basic information on how to rotate your wheels and the safest ways to learn to skate, some warranty information, and then it switches languages. So really there's not so much information in this manual they give you, so be aware of that if you're looking for like more defined stats on the skates or something like that. It's not in this manual. So that's really everything I have to talk about the box, because I already unboxed the skates. You kind of miss out on that fun. But yeah, in the box there also comes some materials that you need or that can go with the skates. Since these skates are flat bottom skates, they do not have a raised heel like a Moxie or many other skates that you would skate with. They are flat on the bottom. So for people that might make them uncomfortable switching to the flat bottom skate, or if they feel like they're falling back too much, they do include heel lifters that you can put in the skate as well, so that your weight will be shifted further forward. I came from skating heeled skates before, and I remember watching some review videos of people saying like they felt like they were falling backwards every time they skated flat skates. And when I bought my Chayas, I just thought to myself, every time I put them on and skated in them, I was just purposefully telling myself, lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, lean forward, because I did not want to fall at all. I had sprained my wrist a few days before I actually received my Chaya skates, and so I was completely terrified of falling because I did not want to hurt myself anymore. So but because I kept telling myself just lean forward, I really never felt that much of a difference in terms of feeling like I was falling backwards, so I never really used these heel lifters. I did watch a few reviews where people were saying that when they put the heel lift in there, that they felt like their foot wasn't sitting in the skate properly enough, or that they felt like they were falling forward. So I think it's really personal preference. If you feel like you're falling back, try the heel lifters. If they don't work, take them out. It's all on you. So these come in the package standard. You get this, which I believe is for, I'm not actually sure what it's for. I think it's for the grind block. No, to be fair, yeah, I think it's for the I don't know, I haven't used it yet. I think it goes here to screw in the grind block, because the grind block comes on the skate already put together. The skate comes pre-assembled. Again, I have not needed to use this because I have not had the intention to take my skates off, like the grind blocks off my skates. But this is a tool that you can use that fits into this nut here and can help remove the grind block if you wish to do that. It also comes with this tool here, which fits in the wheel of the skate to tighten and loosen the wheels if you wish to do that. It also comes with this tool here, which is made to fit to the trucks of the skate. So for the nut of the skate here, this is made to fit for the trucks so that you can tighten and loosen those if you wish. And finally, they include one Allen wrench so that you can tighten and loosen the toe stop from the toe stop clamp. So yeah, this fits in here like that. So those are all of the tools that are included in the box standard. So yeah, just to say a few more things about the skates. My skates, I basically kept standard. I did not really change almost anything about them. I did change the laces on the skates, so the skates don't come standard with yellow laces. I just bought yellow laces from my local skate shop because I was like, I want yellow, and I was kind of going for like a pink lemonade kind of theme. So I already had yellow laces and I wanted to put them on skates because I knew I was ordering pink. And yeah, the original laces that come with the skates are these laces here that I put on my Moxies. They are white originally, and I do feel like they are a bit thin, so be wary of that. If you happen to roll over them a few times, you can probably shred them and you're probably going to need new laces. So just be aware of that. But besides that, I left the skates fairly standard. They do have an asymmetrical grind block, which I did not discuss before because they don't list that specifically on their website on their stats. If you do get into park skating and aggressive roller skating, and you do decide to skate with a grind block, a lot of times the grind blocks that are sold, Chicks and Bowls or Roller Bones or anything like that, those are symmetrical, meaning that they are completely even across the entire surface of the grind block. But Chaya has their own version of the grind blocks, which is asymmetrical, meaning that it's one way on one side, but on the other side it's very thin, and then it leans over and comes up the side of the skate here, which allows you to do a better variety of different grinds on your skates and different slides on your skates. Yeah, I'm not going to get into my opinion on that until later. So I also think it's very important to mention sizing for these skates, because on the website, on every other website that I've ever seen selling the skates, they do tell you that these skates run small, that if you're ordering a pair of these skates and you want to order true to your own size, that you should order a size or two up from what you originally wanted to purchase. Normally, I wear a size 10 shoe in American sizes. In Germany, I kind of wear a size 41, depending on what size shoe and what kind of shoe I've bought. And because of that, I wasn't really sure what size skate to buy from the Chayas, especially because I don't really think that I've necessarily purchased my shoes to fit completely perfectly all the time. Sometimes I feel like my shoes are a bit big when I buy them in my regular shoe size, and so I wasn't really sure if I needed to downsize and then upsize when I think about skates, and it was very confusing. The company that I ordered these skates from, that company is called Skate Solutions. When I went to order them, they only had a US men's size 7.5 and a US men's size 10.5. I believe that is a 38, I think, in European sizes, and a 43 in European sizes. I did contact the company and ask them, did they have anything in a size 41 or 42? Let me check, I'm not lying. I think these are a 43. Yeah, they are 43. I did ask like whether I should get a 41 or a 42 because I think that is my size, and if it would make sense to size up, and I'm not sure. And essentially they said, oh, well, if you think you're regularly a size 41, I think sizing up to a 43 would be great. Their issue was they did not have any size 42 or 43 or any other sizes besides the two I already listed in stock, because they had already sold out and they were not planning on purchasing any more skates from Chaya anytime soon, as far as I could see in the foreseeable future. And because I had really been wanting new skates, I just purchased them anyways and was really hoping that they would fit. And they got here and they didn't. And I was so sad because I really wanted them to fit. Again, I had been waiting probably 2 years to purchase new skates, because as soon as I purchased my Moxies, they released new colors that I liked more than the color that I purchased. And I was like, man, I have to get new skates now, and I just never did. I also paid about 214 euros for these, which is probably around $230, $240. The pricing will be a bit different in the United States versus in Europe, because Chaya is a European brand. They release in Europe first. The shipping's not as expensive because it is a European brand, so be wary of that. But I paid a lot of money for them, and I really was hoping that they were gonna get here and they were gonna fit. And I was also really hoping that, you know, when I got them, they would fit and they would make me happy, because again, I sprained my wrist a few days before I got them. I just really wanted something to make me happy in my life, but they were too big. And because I already knew, because I contacted the company ahead of time, that they did not have the skates in the size that I would need, I knew if I sent the skates back, I would not get new skates in my size anytime soon. And I was very upset about that. So I made the difficult decision just to keep my skates, even though they are too big. And I ended up purchasing an insole and putting an insole in the skate, and then putting the original insole that came with the skate on top of the insole I purchased, and now they fit. I wear thick socks with them. I would definitely not recommend buying 2 insoles. This is the insole that originally comes with the skate, and then I'm not sure if you're gonna be able to see it, but this is the insole that I purchased from the store, and I just cut it down to size and I put it in the skate. So I skate with this, and then I take the second insole and I have put it on top of the other insole, and it looks like that. So again, I don't think that's the right way to do it, but my skates fit like that and I didn't have to return them, so I was happy. Besides that, I'm just gonna start talking about my opinion on the skates overall. I purchased these skates as park skates. I wanted skates to go to the skate park and skate in. These are also marketed as like more beginner intermediate skate park skates. I had been skating my Moxie Lollies at the skate park and they were nice, but I knew my wheels. I was skating a 78A, which is definitely an outdoor wheel. It slows you down and it's not very conducive for the skate park. I did not have a grind block on my Moxies at all. And I was trying to learn to drop in and do a lot of things that I remember skating in my Moxies and feeling very unstable in the skates. I always felt like I couldn't really feel where my balance was and how I could learn where to put my body and how to catch myself if I was falling. And that was one of the reasons I did want to purchase new skates, and I did want to purchase skates that were marketed as skate park skates, because I knew that skating in the skate park and skating aggressively was something that I really wanted to pursue and pursue seriously, and I thought it would be worth the investment to purchase skates that will fit my needs. So I purchased the Chaya Kismet skates because I knew they were marketed as beginner to intermediate skate park skates. They definitely feel completely different from Moxie skates, not just because they are a flat bottom skate, but also just the make of the skate feels completely different than a Moxie skate. So my Moxie skates are also a bit big for my feet, so just be aware of that. I also purchased an insole for them, but they're very slim. They're very close to your foot and low profile. The ankle is completely movable. It's not that much protection of your ankles at all. Yeah, it's completely like suede upper, and it has, again, the heel here. It has a bolt-on toe stop as well. And because I had been skating this for probably 2 years on and off, I had been used to skating this as well as having to lace up and everything. So when I purchased the Chayas, they're more like a sneaker, I guess, in their look. And they definitely do look bulkier. But I would say that I definitely enjoy skating these skates more. For me, I just feel like the maneuverability of the skates is significantly better than my maneuverability in my Moxie skates. Again, I'm not sure if that has to do with the bearings or the fact that the wheels are actually harder, but I will say that, or maybe it's because of the wheelbase or something, but I definitely will say that I do enjoy the fact that there is not a heel on the skate, because without a heel on the skate, you're better able to control where you're placing your balance, and in a heeled skate, your weight is forced forward and you have no choice but to be forward on like the balls of your feet. But on a heeled skate, you're really completely in control of exactly where you're putting your weight and your center of mass. I was struggling to drop in my Moxies, which is one of the reasons why I sprained my wrist before I actually purchased these, and I really could not get it at all wearing the Moxies. And the first day I wore these to the skate park, I dropped in completely fine. I never fell at all. Every time I've skated in them since, everything that I've done in them feels so much more comfortable and so much more in control. And I think that is something that I really enjoyed about the skate, is that how much control I feel like I gain from wearing them, and how much control I feel like I'm able to have with the skate. Then there are also a few things that I just think are a little more convenient than the Moxies. So having the toe stop that is clamped in and then you bolt it on with an Allen wrench instead of a traditional bolt-on toe stop, I enjoy a lot more, because I have had, again, on several occasions, the toe stop fall out while I'm skating in my Moxie skates, and that is not only a scary experience, but it's also very annoying. It can damage your skates, it can damage your toe stops that you've purchased. So I really enjoy that about the skates. I do also really enjoy that the skate is a lot stiffer around your ankle than in the lollies. They're not really completely stiff. Again, they're a medium stiffness, but they don't come up very high on your ankle. I will say that if you're used to skates coming up high on your ankle, or you need more support, I would maybe look for something with a taller boot, and again, something stiffer. But at the same time, I do think if you're looking for like medium ankle support, that this is really nice, as well as the fact that there is a lot of padding on the inside of the skates. So it is very comfortable to skate in, at least for me. I've heard other people's reviews saying that because there is so much padding, it's difficult to really decide if the skate fits or not, because it feels tight, but then when the padding kind of settles down some when you skate, then it fits better. Again, I have that problem because my skates are too big. But yeah, I really enjoy the padding in the skate. I also really do enjoy the tongue of the skates because it is also padded and it also stays in place. In my lollies, every time I would lace them up and skate for longer than 20 minutes, the tongue always ended up on like one side of my ankle or the other side, and I really do enjoy that about the Chayas as well. It's like there's no digging in when you lace them up really tight because the tongue is padded. There is no moving around of the tongue where it's over on the side and you can't fix it because it just is what it is. I really like that about the skates. I will say that there are a few things that I don't really consider drawbacks. I just consider that something that's not always positive, and you might want to keep in mind when you have the skates. One of the things is the asymmetrical grind block. They are very slippery and they're also very thin, so it's not as stable as if you would have a symmetrical grind block. Sometimes if I'm stalling or I'm trying to maybe grind a little bit but not a lot, and I'm not trying to go very far, if I'm doing a slide or something, the grind block will catch me by surprise because my skates will start sliding and I'm not expecting it because I wasn't trying to do that, and that can be a little scary sometimes if you're not prepared for it. But I do think when you're more advanced and as you are advancing more, that the fact that the grind block is asymmetrical is definitely a plus or a pro. So yeah, and I also will say that not liking the asymmetrical grind block is not really a good reason to not buy the skates, because you can 100% change out the grind block on the skates. You would have to purchase another one, but as long as you can remove them just fine, you can put on a new grind block just fine. So the only thing about the grind block from Chaya skates is that they only fit Chaya skates. So you can't put a Chaya grind block on a Moxie skate or something. They don't go back and forth like that. But besides that, if you want the Chicks and Bowls grind blocks or the Wild Bones grind blocks or whatever, it works with the skate just fine. Overall, I really enjoy the skate. I really like the look of the skates. I did keep in mind the fact that they are a very light color, and I bought my Moxie skates in a darker red, so I wouldn't have to worry about if they're gonna look gross and dirty by the time that I skate them for a really long time. If I'm not cleaning it all the time, how are they gonna look? I never worried about that. These skates, I can kind of tell that they're not gonna look new for very long. These skates, as you can see some on the inside here, where it's blue, I fell on some spray paint, something that people have spray painted in our skate park, and the spray paint was dry, but because my skate scraped the ground, it has blue on it now. On this side, I've fallen a few times, and it's kind of scuffed up the leather. I've put hockey tape on the front of the skates because I've scuffed up the front of the skates, also falling, so they're definitely not going to look new forever. If you want them to look new, I'm sure there are definitely ways for you to take care of them. I would definitely recommend taping them up before you have the opportunity to mess them up if you really want them to look nice. My other skate, as you can see, like in the back, I've scuffed up the leather, and the front, again, it's taped up, but under the tape it's scuffed up, some here as well. I've fallen on the ground, and so it's gotten kind of dirty here. Again, in total, I would say that I've skated them, like if you put all the times I've skated together, probably a month or two. So yeah, it's not like this is from 3 years of wear and tear. Like, this is already about 1 or 2 months of skating. Bear that in mind. I think if you really want to see how the skates age, I would recommend going to Barbiepatin's Instagram page, because she has pictures of the skates brand new, fresh out the box on her feet. She's doing photo shoots and stuff in them. And then she has other videos and other pictures of the skates where she skated them for a very long time, and she skates very, very aggressively. And I'm not gonna say she skated the skates to shreds, but they definitely do not look as pretty and pristine as they originally did. They're still very beautiful skates in general, but if you really want to see how the skates age, I would recommend just going to Barbiepatin's Instagram page, because she definitely puts the skates to the test. So yeah. I don't think there are very many differences between the Barbiepatin and the Barbie Lou, which is blue and like blue jean as well, because this is denim, but because it's pink denim. The Barbie Lou's are blue, so it's just like blue denim, kind of like jeans. I'm not sure. I don't think there are very many differences between the two of them. But again, this is a beginner to intermediate park skate. I would also say that if you are not looking into skating in skate parks, if you're not looking into skating street or skating aggressively, that I wouldn't necessarily recommend this skate for that, because in my opinion, I would purchase a skate that best fits your needs. I would not want to pay 214 euros for a skate that's not made for what I intend to skate it for. If you want to dance, if you want to cruise, if you want to jam skate, there are definitely skates that are made to fit what you want to do more particularly. These skates you can jam skate in, you can dance in them, you can cruise in them, you can do lots and lots of things in them, but they're marketed primarily as skate park skates. And if you only want to jam skate or play derby or something, I would recommend finding a skate that fits what you want and your needs. That said, I've danced in them. I'm not that great at dancing. I've cruised in them. They are a fantastic skate all around. So, but again, if you are not really planning to skate in the skate park consistently or ever, if you are not really planning to do anything aggressive, again, if you want to dance, again, for example, you don't need a grind block. You're paying for what you get on the skate, and a lot of the features of the skate are made particularly for a skate park. So you could probably get better skates that for your money, for whatever activity you want to do with them, if you do specialize more or less. Again, great skates all around, but just saying that. I'm gonna keep skating them. I absolutely love them. So yeah. Hopefully this review helped somebody and them looking for skates and deciding if they want to buy these or not. I know I definitely wanted a review that was as in-depth and as honest as possible, so this is what I wanted. Hopefully somebody else can benefit from it, and thank you for watching. Please, I don't know. Thanks for watching, and leave a like or a comment if you enjoyed the video. And if you didn't enjoy the video, please tell me why. If you have questions about the skate, please also leave a comment down below. I can try to get around to answering them. And yeah, if you want to check out more videos on my channel, you can do that. And see you next time. Bye.